When basketball's best shooter found himself sharing the spotlight with the sport's newest star, it was an unexpected moment that stunned millions of people worldwide. What happened next would produce a viral moment that went beyond basketball itself and send shockwaves through social media. The legendary Golden State Warriors player Steph Curry, whose impact goes well beyond the NBA, made a move that left Caitlin Clark stunned and the whole basketball community giddy with anticipation. These two groundbreaking three-point shooters' connection produced an instant classic moment that showed more about respect, mentoring, and the development of basketball across gender boundaries. What transpired next would be viewed millions of times and lead to discussions about the sport's future that neither athlete could have predicted. One of the most influential players in NBA history, Stephen Curry transformed basketball with his unmatched three-point shooting prowess and dynamic style of play. With more than 3,500 three-pointers made during his 15-year NBA career, Curry has won 2 MVP honors for NBA titles with the Golden State Warriors and the title of league all-time leader. His impact goes beyond numbers. He has radically altered basketball at all levels, from grassroots leagues to professional competitions. With his ability to make three-pointers from previously unthinkable distances, Curry's shooting range and accuracy have completely changed the definition of a successful basketball shot, pushing defenses to modify their tactics and coverage plans. He is considered the greatest shooter in basketball history due to his volume, range, and career three-point shooting percentage of 42.6%. Curry's style of play has influenced many young players to improve their long-range shooting abilities and alter the tactics used by teams at all basketball levels. In addition to his accomplishments on the court, Curry has become one of the NBA's most marketable and significant figures. His collaboration with Under Armour has produced one of the most lucrative athlete endorsement deals in sports history, and his social media presence and community service have elevated him to the status of a worldwide basketball ambassador. There are concerns about how Curry's prominence as a basketball hero would affect his relationships with up-and-coming players in women's basketball, and whether supporting up-and-coming talent could have an effect on the WNBA's expansion and recognition. One of the biggest changes in women's basketball's recent history is Caitlin Clark's rise to prominence. Her inaugural season in the 2024 WNBA with the Indiana Fever broke many records and gave women's professional basketball unheard-of attention and financial success. During her first season, Clark averaged 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game, breaking new rookie marks for assists and three-pointers made, and became the first rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double. With Indiana Fever games frequently bringing sellout crowds and television viewership usually surpassing 1 million viewers, Clark's participation has had an incredible commercial impact. These figures mark all-time highs for women's professional basketball broadcasts and have significantly changed the media environment and financial sustainability of the league. As one of the most influential athletes in any sport, she has amassed millions of fans on social media, opening up new avenues for women's basketball to reach a wider audience. Given that both players have outstanding three-point range and the capacity to make shots from distances that go well beyond conventional basketball bounds, Clark's style of play naturally draws similarities to Curry's. Her shooting range, court awareness, and passing prowess combine to produce a special skill set that has enthralled basketball fans and sparked conversations about the parallels between top players from different leagues and genders. The relationship between NBA and WNBA players has changed dramatically in recent years as a result of male professional players' growing awareness of and support for women's professional basketball, which has raised the sport's prominence and credibility. Numerous NBA players have turned into outspoken supporters of women's basketball, going to games, sharing WNBA content on social media, and showing admiration for the talent and rivalry shown in the league. Compared to earlier times when interactions between male and female professional basketball players were scarce and less visible to the public, this cultural transition constitutes a substantial transformation. The current generation of NBA players has shown a greater understanding of and enthusiasm for women's basketball, opening doors for cooperation and support between leagues and the sport in general. Curry has previously participated in basketball camps with female athletes, trained with WNBA players, and made public remarks endorsing the development and acceptance of women's professional basketball. His views and recommendations are especially important for athletes looking for respect and recognition in the larger basketball scene because of his platform and power within the community. It is impossible to overstate the impact of viral moments in contemporary sports, since social media platforms magnify interactions and spark international discussions about fleeting events that could have otherwise gone unnoticed. Fans who are interested in cross-league connections and mutual respect among sportsmen frequently engage and discuss these occasions when elite athletes from different leagues interact. Regardless of the league or level at which they participate, players who have similar skills and approaches to the game naturally connect with one another due to the technical aspects of basketball excellence. Because of their similar skills in three-point shooting and court vision, Curry and Clark have mutual respect and acknowledgement that goes beyond conventional basketball bounds. Interactions between NBA and WNBA players have received more attention in sports media coverage because these connections help create narratives that captivate viewers and highlight how intertwined elite basketball is. In addition to producing content that appeals to fans of both leagues, the visibility of such exchanges helps normalize respect amongst male and female athletes. Positive interactions between NBA and WNBA players have commercial ramifications, including as more media attention, better marketing opportunities, and the possibility of joint promotional efforts that are advantageous to both leagues and individual players. Recognition and support from well-known basketball players who can help legitimize and market the sport to wider audiences are important components of women's basketball's commercial success. Unscripted interactions that can become pivotal moments in athletes' careers and relationships are made possible by live television moments. Because live television is unplanned, audiences are more likely to connect with real responses and genuine moments than with manufactured events or planned advertising operations. There are now more opportunities for cross-league contacts and moments that may be recorded and shared with national audiences thanks to the expansion of basketball broadcasting to include more coverage of women's professional basketball. Interactions between players from other leagues are more likely to be seen and recorded by sizable audiences due to the increasing visibility of WNBA games and activities. Managing unforeseen situations and interactions while upholding professional broadcast standards, as well as making sure that every participant is treated with the proper respect and given the chance to contribute significantly to the programming, are production considerations for live basketball broadcasts. Recognition from well-known sportsmen can have a profound psychological effect on up-and-coming athletes who are developing their careers and looking for approval from their sports community. Respected veterans' recognition and encouragement of younger or less experienced players can boost their self-esteem and inspire them to keep improving and succeeding. In professional sports, mentorship relationships frequently start with quick encounters or moments of recognition that eventually develop into more significant advice and assistance. The willingness of well-known athletes to interact with and encourage up-and-coming talent fosters positive cycles of development and progress, as well as the general well-being of their respective sports. The cultural relevance of cross-gender respect and acknowledgement in athletics is a reflection of broader shifts in the way that physical success and accomplishment, regardless of gender, are appreciated in society. The basketball community's growing acceptance of women's basketball as a competitive and equally competent sport is a step toward a more inclusive and all-encompassing appreciation of athletic achievement. Fans' responses to encounters between their favorite sportsmen frequently reveal deeper allegiances and passions that go beyond particular sports or leagues. Moments that show mutual respect and acknowledgement between exceptional athletes tend to excite basketball fans who value skill and performance in every situation. Young athletes can learn valuable lessons about sportsmanship, respect, and professional relationships from watching well-known athletes engage favorably with up-and-coming talent. These lessons can impact their own growth and approach to competition and teamwork. As journalists and pundits try to comprehend and explain the significance of athlete relationships and their impact on sports culture and development, media analysis of sports interactions frequently focuses on the larger implications and meanings that may be extracted from fleeting moments. Positive athlete interactions have commercial possibilities, including chances for cooperative endorsement deals, joint promotional campaigns, and content production that can benefit all stakeholders and delight sports fans of various backgrounds and interests. Understanding how relationships between players from various leagues and levels can form and contribute to the general growth and development of their particular sports is made easier by historical examples for cross-athlete exchanges. It is impossible to ignore the importance of charisma and personality in producing unforgettable sporting events. Athletes with captivating personalities and excellent communication skills are frequently better at producing interactions and content that connect with viewers and elicit favorable reactions. Understanding how to handle public appearances and media engagements in a way that improves their reputations and advances their careers and sports is one aspect of professional growth for athletes. For athletes that compete at the top levels, the capacity to manage unforeseen circumstances with poise and professionalism becomes crucial. Increased item sales, improved brand value, and new partnership opportunities that benefit the participating athletes, as well as their respective leagues and organizations, are some of the economic effects of viral sports moments. The way athletic encounters are recorded and shared has been completely transformed by technology, which has made it possible for moments to almost quickly reach audiences around the world and create engagement that was before unattainable. Positive cross-league athlete relationships may lead to more cooperation, cooperative marketing campaigns, and shared development initiatives in the future, all of which could help NBA and WNBA players and further the expansion and prosperity of professional basketball as a whole. Aiming for basketball's commercial success and popularity to keep rising. In order to promote professional basketball and produce material that engages fans and draws in new viewers, the relationships and exchanges between elite athletes from various leagues will probably become more crucial. Please like this video if you share our admiration for this amazing moment between two basketball greats. Leave a comment with your ideas. How did you feel about Steph Curry and Caitlin Clark's exchange? How crucial is it that NBA players assist WNBA players? We would like to know your thoughts on the potential effects of these cross-league partnerships on basketball's future. Then, click the bell and subscribe to ensure you don't miss our coverage of the incredible moments influencing the sport we love. I appreciate you watching.